It'll start now. It'll be like cold open thoughts.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Bad
guys.
Tracy.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
Well, I thought you were gonna say your name after, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
do the hey everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey guys, Lex Doll here
Bad Tracy.
for Punk Rock Blues.
Back at it again. Is this 53?
53.
Blue 53 is what I call it shorthand.
More like Blue 50 Lee.
Oh, wow. I walked right into that one.
Oh.
Wow. I want to say this right off the bat. I'm not going to specify what movie, but we would have had a digital code for every movie today, and I felt like that would have been an accomplishment. I don't think we've ever had that. One of the movies, I bought it brand new, sealed, and everything. I ripped open the plastic like this, and I opened it, and there was no digital code in it.
Did
and I
you
was
confirm
just like,
that there was no code?
Yeah.
Did you Google, like, did this movie come with a digital
No,
code?
I mean, it had it on the
Oh.
J card.
Yeah, was it on the inside of the J
No,
card?
I opened it, and it wasn't there, and I was just like, huh. Oh, hey, we got a Tuesday Blues Day coming out in a couple hours, and it's your first episode.
Yeah, I'm the
technically.
driver.
Are you?
Well, we'll be in my car because you're
Yeah,
still
probably.
again, so I'm going to get a chauffeur hat. One day Amazon store pickup.
Definitely not before this video, but Thursday, that's 2 days from today when you're watching this, we're going to have the worst and best movies of 2018 out. So you can see you can see all our best and worst movies of last year. And there were some good ones. And I can't believe one of your worst is, I don't want to even get into it. Yeah, we'll start this, I
We'll
guess.
get into this.
Yeah.
Well, our first movie
It's 2 movies.
is volumes 1 and 2 of Best Friends Fiends.
Yeah, what do you call it? I think it's Best Friends.
I've heard Best Friends in interviews, but I think it was meant kind of Fiends. I haven't seen it, so maybe like part 1 is Best Friends and part 2 they're Fiends again.
I read both the synopsises, and synopses. Synopsi. Yeah. It's plural.
Synopsises.
Synopsi. It's a cacti.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple synopsises.
Synagogues. Synagogues.
Synopsis. Speaking of synagogues, we're going to do a review of Daredevil Season 3 together.
Can we
Yeah.
do this?
I don't know. We haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
So we can't really talk about
you were
this
like,
one.
hey, I read both the synopsises, and then you
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't really spoil.
Oh.
I thought maybe I was like, oh. And I think this is a funny quote. Compared to The Room, this is Citizen Kane by Playboy. And I think Citizen Kane's a bad movie. It's overrated. Don't at me.
But Big Shark, his new movie trailer, just officially came out as opposed to a recorded. Did I send that to you?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
The real trailer's out. Of Big Shark isn't. We have nothing to say about this. So go watch Big Shark.
Dalton sent me a link on Reddit about it. Shout out to Big Cat. And one of the Reddit comments was, does anyone think that Greg and Tommy went and saw the Meg together? And Tommy went, we make this movie. We make it good.
Next one is The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I didn't like this movie. But the
Steelbook.
still looks cool.
Steelbook's cool. J-card ripped.
Here to show the mini. It comes with 3 mini movies. We should watch those.
3 Minion movies?
Mini movies.
Mm.
And look at the cutest. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's the best dog name in any movie ever history
The
of
sweetness.
all time? The cuteness.
The cuteness. Here's the inside of
People
it.
hate that movie.
I like that, and I think the red just carries over. But I like
Yeah,
the
it's
chair in
just
the
the same.
background discs.
And you said you really liked the disc art. And I was
I
like,
do.
it's just
Well-
solid green.
Yeah, but I don't see many green Blu-ray discs. I don't know.
What if Green Rays would have won over
Green Ray. That sounds too eco-friendly.
Green Ray? Sounds like Poison Ivy's gun. Green Ray.
Second one. We really didn't talk about this. I
Yeah,
gave
I
it
think
a
this is
3.5 out of 5 stars. Very true to the story.
I-
We did
see,
a
I don't
review
wanna-
on
yeah.
it. I think we did a start. No, we didn't do a Stardust together because I was
No.
gonna do a Stardust. I think I did maybe a review on a video once. So I remember talking about the opening and everything.
I think it's a really cool steelbook, but I didn't like the movie. But I don't want to say too much because we just did our best and worst.
Yeah.
So, I feel like this is going to be a video, but we'll say something. Oh, I can talk about the next one. Oh,
Say
jeez.
something.
Okay, so the next one, this was a big tentpole movie in
Last year.
2017. That was 2 years ago. Wow. And, oh boy, I think this is the worst movie I've seen since Batman v Superman. And I think I hated it a little more than Batman v Superman, which is insane because I hate that movie. And this is The Mummy with Tom Cruise. And the thing I hated most about BVS was that it was so much of a cinematic universe starter, where they shoved literally everything in it. Like, I'm sure you haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure you've heard. There's the part where Wonder Woman goes on the computer.
Nope.
And it literally, there's like videos of all the superheroes using their powers, and Lex Luthor even has logos of them. Like, it's ridiculous. There's all this just nonsense. Well, that's what this movie was, times 10. They literally walk into a room where, like, Jekyll and Hyde's there, played by Russell Crowe. Then they have literally, like, the hand of a creature from the Black Lagoon in a jar. They have a vampire skull, or a Dracula skull, or whatever. They have, like, all these just ridiculous things in this one room where they're like, look at everything in our universe. And it's just bad.
Is an old man.
Yes, and there's one part in the movie where they call Tom Cruise a young man, and he's 2 years older than Russell Crowe.
He's like,
a younger man.
no, Tom Cruise doesn't age, so Russell Crowe was just 2 years younger.
He calls Tom Cruise a young man, and it's just so laughable because it's like, he's middle-aged, he's not a young man, and he just plays his same character where he's not. I think if they would have let his character go to the dark side and become an evil guy, and then he was like the big bad of the universe, that'd be pretty good. But no, because Tom Cruise can't be a bad guy because he's a Scientologist, Looney Bin Jim. This is what else I want to say. Sorry. Tom Cruise dies in the movie. Okay, I'm gonna spoil this because don't see this movie. I feel bad if you win this code. So, but he dies in the movie, right? And then he wakes up in the morgue in a body bag the next day, and he's like, what? And Jake Johnson also dies because he got bit by a spider. That part kind of spooked me. They're giant spiders. And Tom Cruise is like, don't worry, they're not venomous. And Jake Johnson's like, it bit me. And then he died, right? Oh, God. It's like my worst fear. But, anyway.
Why did you get so quiet?
Spooked me. But anyways, so Jake Johnson died. And then he turns into like a zombie, stabs a guy. Then Tom Cruise is like, don't make me do it, Jake Johnson. Oh, his name's Vale. And he's like, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. And he's like, ooh. And so he shoots him, right? Shoots him 7 times or 3 times in the chest. And then, so he's died, but then he comes back as like a spirit in Tom Cruise's head that only he can see and nobody else can see him. But then at the end, Tom Cruise somehow resurrected him, and he's just alive again. He's not a zombie. His face is back to normal. His skin's all normal. It made no sense. And at the end, the game was really on because Tom Cruise and Vale ride off into the desert on horseback. And I hope this universe dies.
The next one is Punisher with Tom Jane and John Travolta. The Punisher, a tale true to its Marvel Comics origin. This is a great movie. I love it. Crazy. He's got Ben Foster in it, but he's in everything.
He's in a lot. He's in 310 to Yuma.
He's in like all.
You ever seen that?
No,
I haven't either.
He's in like all Marvel properties. He's an X-Men in this.
Who would you cast him as in the MCU? Because I got my pick.
I feel like it'd be easier to cast him in DC.
Who would you cast him in DC?
I think he could be good as a Flash.
He might be a little old now.
Barry.
I don't want to see Barry ever again in live action. I want to see Wally West.
You're not going to see the Flash movie?
No, I'm going to see the Flash movie. Of course I'm going to see it. I love the DCEU. Minus 2 movies. And even one of those is fine.
You know who he'd be good as? Oh, no, because they have to be teenagers. Say, if they did an older Static Shock movie, he'd be good as...
Richie?
Yeah.
I was going to say Quasar.
Okay. This movie's really good.
Kevin Nash is in this.
Kevin Nash is
I'm pretty
in
sure
it.
he's on the back.
Is he?
Oh, no.
He's not at all. Maybe in the, here's the back. And...
No.
Wait, okay.
I really need to get a 4K player.
Yeah. Well, this movie's good. No holds barred action. It has a surprisingly alright video game.
I've never played it.
No, I just
watched the Mr. Something.
Yeah, the Caravan Guards. Well, they like it though, because the punishments are crazy. Fourth one, Mummy was also digital, but we didn't show it off. I said that already. The
Punisher Tale True
is Marvel Comics origin. I said that at the start.
I don't think that's correct, but
besides Howard Snake, it's pretty true. I mean, the origin in the actual comics is just his wife and kids that die.
Yeah.
Where in this, literally everyone that's ever been, like, his entire family tree just gets brutally murdered right at the start of the movie. He's just in his Hawaiian shirt, just everyone dies. I don't know the last time you saw this. I watched it not too long ago.
I haven't watched since I was probably 12.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Watch it again.
Maybe.
It has that weird end scene with the...
Yeah, where they light up the skull?
What's it called?
Yeah, with the cars. I'm gonna punch you.
Oh no, right now.
Next up, we got Punisher Warzone, which is my favorite Punisher movie.
The first ever Marvel Studios film.
Yeah, Marvel Knights. Part of the Marvel Knights line that never continued. I think it was this and maybe Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. And then that was it. Because I'm pretty sure Ghost Rider 2 is rated R, if I'm correct.
I don't remember.
I don't
It
even
sucked.
It was terrible. And Mason loves it.
Does he?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hate that
I just
movie.
found out they
I remember watching in theaters and just being like, this is terrible.
Yeah, I remember being next to you thinking the same thing.
It was directed by the same guys who did Crank.
Oh.
Or maybe Crush.
Crash.
Crash? No, that's a serious movie, right?
Oh.
No, they did Crank. I think it's the guys who did Crank. So, I think this is the superior Punisher movie because it's more, I don't want to say, it's more comic booky. Like, Jigsaw's terrifying. Have you seen the picture of him? Oh, you should Google it. He's... And then his brother, it doesn't say. His brother's name is Looney Bin Jim, Jigsaw.
Oh.
But, yeah, this is, like, super brutal and violent and just crazy comic book stuff. And Wayne Knight plays, Microchip.
That sounds such Wayne Knighty.
I saw this in theaters, and yeah, I really like this one. And Ray Stevenson looks pretty good as Frank Castle, I think. I really like his
And Tom
suit.
Jane was in Arrested Development.
Yeah, he was. So was Josh Trank, which is my favorite cameo of all time.
But
so, in all seriousness, this is a serious movie, and we shouldn't laugh about it. This is Reign of the Superman. This was actually really, really good.
It wasn't even planned.
This is really, really good. Like, this is the sequel to The Death of Superman, and which that was phenomenal. I wonder who won that. If you won that, comment down below. I'm curious who won Death of Superman. This is just incredible. I like this more than Death of Superman because it wasn't a cheesy line. But I think I said this in my Stardust review or something. The Eradicator and Steel don't get enough screen time, I feel like, but Steel's alright because I don't like him. And the Eradicator's pretty cool, but yeah, they don't.
Why don't you like Steel?
I don't like Steel because I've just never liked his character. I just find it's like a total Superman clone.
Because it's
pretty racist.
You didn't know it was racist.
And he's like an, but
he's John Henry Irons. It's so racist.
So there's the Steel book, which I was talking about this with somebody. So the DC here, the DC animated have all the characters on the spines. I can't tell if it's
right here.
Okay. And I wish they would put the characters on the spine of the Steelbooks. Also, this is the one that didn't come with a digital code. Like, I just opened it up and it just wasn't in there. So, I can't give it out. I feel really bad about that because the first was phenomenal.
But at the same time, like...
And I want people to see this, so go buy it.
Somebody once bought me both the Shrek movies. But really, he bought them for himself. But in the collection, because Bella was looking kind of dumb, laying there for fun, with the shape of an L on her paw arm. That's you. I bet she could see herself there. So we got the first two. We gotta switch sides. I'm not doing that.
How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never stop coming.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
We got the first two Shreks on
We're gonna go back and get the other two.
Blu-ray and digital.
Have you ever seen the other two?
I've seen
These
the
are
third.
both great.
I've seen the third.
What's the third like? Is it bad?
You never saw the third? That was the one with you saw it. It was
Did
with
I?
King Arthur,
Oh yeah.
Merlin or whatever. Yeah.
Is the fourth one good?
The third one was one of the kids. I never saw the fourth. I
You ever
stopped.
seen Shrek on Ice?
stopped. No, but I
Deck
stopped.
the Halls
I
or
stopped
Shrek
at
the Halls?
Shrek at the Halls.
I love Shrek the Halls.
Yeah, they're both the same. Here's back to Shrek.
Yeah, this is the face covers, I call them. Face slips.
Yeah. You probably didn't even get out our DVD copies because I guess they're pretty accessible. Where are they? They're right there.
Yeah,
oh, you did pull them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
This one's purple.
He's happy there. Look at little booty boots. This one is purple. What was this one? Green. Wow. Fiona. And his name is
Lord Farquaad?
Lord Farquaad, which is the best pun ever.
That's my favorite part of the movie. Nah, it's my favorite character moment he has.
He just,
When he's laying in bed talking to the mirror or whatever, and he like shows Princess Fiona and he like lifts the cover over his nipples. He's like, ooh.
He's just such a name.
Farquaad.
Yeah, just such a good innuendo. Is it an innuendo or just a pun?
Farquaad?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Farquaad.
Yeah.
Oh my! I just had a revelation.
Yeah.
Whoa. Huh.
Because he's the bad guy. So, 2 big thumbs up. This one is, and this one is a piece of genius. You'll love it.
This is the last movie. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
He looks like.
That's Oscar Isaac.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah. He looks like.
Well, I didn't know who he was before Poe Dameron.
No one did.
Everybody
he looks
did.
like, you know, when the mask comes off Darth Vader and he becomes Anakin at the end of episode 6?
Oh, David Prowse?
Anyways, you know when his mouth is like the fin?
Yeah.
And this looks like if he were to lift his head. This is X-Men Apocalypse, which I guess you can approach. Apocalypto.
Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypto.
And that's the quote I was talking about. I haven't seen this. I won't. I've heard it's just
I
really bad.
will probably.
And also it's got
maybe.
Jennifer Lawrence. I just can't. I haven't seen Days of Future Past. Maybe I did actually. First Class was.
First Class was okay.
It was fine.
That's what I'm
X3.
talking about. X3 is great. I still
not.
love it.
You know that's the one X-Men movie we don't own.
What?
Yeah.
We have it on a DVD.
No.
No, because our DVD copy never worked because I watched it too
Mhm.
much.
Just-
X-Men Origins.
No, because that's a bad.
I
movie.
want to see. I haven't seen it in so long.
It's so bad. Everything he touches with his claws sparks. And the old couple dies. And that's the Alpha Flight.
What?
Yeah, those two, you know the old couple that died?
Mm.
That's Alpha Flight.
The Alpha Flight has so many more members.
No, that's Guardian and whoever his wife is in Alpha Flight.
I feel like I would
It's
have
the
known
two-man.
That's weird. I feel like
Yeah,
I would have
pull
known
it.
that.
Do you have your phone on
I
here?
don't. Yeah, I do, but I don't want to.
Did you show the cool thing about this?
Oh no! Yeah, that's the reason you bought it.
Yeah, look at that. It's a great case. It's got an X instead of the Blu-ray. Wow, that's cool.
The digital
And
copy
is
of that?
anyone a big fan of the X-Men franchise?
That one
I
guy?
hate it.
That one guy you hate his DVD collection videos.
Oh
The
yeah.
only movie.
He sat in his floor and he goes, I don't keep any movies in any order except the X-Men. And he goes, we'll do that last. And it's him being like, okay, this is Iron Man. Not a really big fan of this. I don't like the Marvel movies. Alright, the next one, this is Rain Man. Pretty good movie, I guess. Next up, this is Santa Claus 2. I think I have the others. We'll probably get to them eventually. Next up, this is like Wayne's World 3, you know? Like, it's just like no
Yeah.
order. And just, yeah. It was, I
But he
hated
likes
it.
the X-Men movies.
Yeah, and then at the end he's like, so we got X-Men, we got X-Men 2, we got X-Men 3, The Last Stand. He's like, who we got? He's like, and then I'll do them chronologically too. And he's like, so this one came first, X-Men Origins, which is a great movie. And he's like, yeah, I hated that guy. I wish I could probably find it again.
Oh yeah, those.
Oh yeah! Forgot about that. Okay, so...
First off, for digital codes, for the Mummy, we got one of these. So just,
the universal email?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
so if you want that, you have to specify if you want to enter for this.
because
Otherwise,
it
if you say
doesn't
just
matter.
enter for all, I won't put you in for that, because, yeah, we
Or-
get these all the time,
or if
so
you were to-
eventually everybody will get one. We've had issues where people's codes haven't been working, so I'm trying to cover them up.
Best Friends Volume 1 and 2.
You can get that.
So the Grinch, and then as a gift, for free movie.
So there's 2 of these.
The 2 of them.
So if you want those, you can enter for them. Next up, The Mummy.
The
Don't
actual
really know
Mummy.
why you would want this.
Next up, The Punisher. I do know why you would want this.
Because it's pretty good.
It's really good.
I think this one's better. Punisher Warzone. Which is named after a comic book series.
Shrek 1.
Yeah.
Digital code for that. Is there not one for the sequel?
No, this was what came with it.
Oh,
You remember? That's why. Yeah.
So that's stupid.
I know. And then in place of Shrek 2, for some reason, when we opened the case, this was in there. So you can enter for Turbo.
Okay, enter for Turbo. And then this has a hair stuck to it. And this is X-Men Apocalypse. X-Men Post-Apocalypto would be the next one.
What is this next one? Dark Phoenix?
It's the
Which people,
New
it's been
Mutants of
delayed.
yeah.
It's been delayed forever.
Yeah.
And then people are saying from test screenings that it's as bad, if not worse, than Fantastic, which I wish you've seen that movie.
And New Mutants is probably just going to be on Hulu eventually.
Or Disney Plus. Disney could just go, hey, here's that movie.
But that's still delayed,
but
isn't
David
it?
Boone, I think, is who's directing it. I think is the guy's name. Is it Josh Boone or David
I
Boone?
don't
It's
know.
one of the Boones.
I have no interest in the movie
Okay,
at all.
well, I have more interest in that than any X-Men movie I've had since Logan. And
Which
I
isn't
think,
that many
yeah.
movies, though.
No,
the last-
Deadpool.
Okay.
Deadpool's, yeah. What was I saying? And one of the Boones, sorry. He just is, I think he's working on post-production now or something after how many reshoots. This was supposed to come out February of last year, right?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty, because we saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
It's a real Justice League situation where the trailer came out a year and a half before the movie did. Man.
Yeah, these movies aren't getting released.
Oh no, they'll probably get released.
Does Disney Plus have a date yet? They just
Yeah,
keep
it's
announcing
later this
stuff.
year.
Yeah, but
July?
that's all we know.
July 19th, maybe.
Whereas New Mutants will
Whatever it says
be
right here.
on Hulu eventually. Maybe
No,
before
it'll be on
Disney
Disney Plus.
I know, but I'm saying that'll probably come first
Oh.
because they're already in talks with Hulu.
Well, because Ant-Man and the Wasp was the last MCU movie on Netflix. Because Captain Marvel are going to release on Disney Plus. Which I'm definitely getting Disney Plus the day it launches. The Mandalorian.
And we're definitely getting to see. We already bought our Captain Marvel tickets.
Did we?
Yeah. I
Oh,
bought
wow.
them.
You know what I bought?
Yeah.
You'll have to watch our Tuesday Blues Day to see what we're seeing.
I've been like style. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightaJT's and Stardust
What a
Style.
transition.
Follow us
You should
on
be a
Instagram
transitioner.
and Twitter at Punk Rock Blues and Patreon.com/Punk Rock Blues. You know, transitions are my favorite parts of movies.
I know, that's why I said you should be a transitioner. I'm Bat Tracy at Bat Tracy 01 on everything. 01. I say 01, but I like the 0. But I say 01.
Patreon.com/Punk Rock Blues. I feel like they might not have heard me. You were talking over me.
That was a weird sign off. Wait,
This
are
one.
you leaving?
The video's over.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's how long it went for.
Oh, jeez.
Be up all night for uploading that one.
Think of a cold open. Yeah. But that's gonna seem planned, and it wasn't.
Okay.
Alright, just that.
Cool open thoughts. No, we got this.